United States is currently in the midst of a quademic of respiratory illnesses, including up to 120,000 people hospitalized due to COVID-19 earlier this winter. Dr. Donald Middleton, professor of family medicine at the University of Pittsburgh and vice president of family practice education at UPMC St. Margaret, here tonight to share ways we can protect ourselves. Thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for asking me.
Yeah, so Dr. Middleton, tell us about this quademic that we're currently facing.
Right. What that means is we like fancy terms, I guess, in the U.S. We have 3 respiratory viruses that are going around at the same time, and they usually don't do that. COVID, which never really left us, and the numbers fell off for a while, but it seems to be spiking again. COVID is back, and influenza, which comes every winter, is here, and RSV, or respiratory syncytial virus, which you earlier, was delayed this year, and so all 3 of those are now here at the same time. On top of that, there's a gastrointestinal virus called norovirus, which is making people sick with diarrhea and vomiting, which is also affecting many of us at the same time as these respiratory diseases hit us. So the question is, what can you do to stop these things from being infected with these things? And there are 3 basic things you can do. 1 is wash your hands before you touch your face. 2 is wear a mask if you are somewhere where people are coughing, or if you're in a large audience or something like that. If you're going to church or temple or something and someone's sick, you probably should have a mask with you. And 3 is to get your vaccines the way we are all supposed to get them. And that is something that I hope we have time to cover today.
So certain age groups, of course, are more at risk for these viruses than others. Who should we be, making sure is staying healthy? What about those age groups?
Yeah, well, the trouble is we are all at risk. So if you are 6 months of age or older, and I assume you're not listening to the radio if you're not 6 months of age or older, that you need to be given an influenza vaccine and a COVID vaccine, and you need to probably do that, both of those. You need the influenza every year, and we'll probably need the COVID vaccine every year as well. If you are 65 years of age or older, and if you have something like underlying immunocompromising diseases, if you're being treated for cancer, or if you have diabetes mellitus or something like that, you need to be given a second COVID vaccine 6 months after you got the first one. So you need to get a dose of 2024-2025 COVID vaccine, which hopefully you got in September or October. And now, if you got it in September, is the time to get that second dose of COVID vaccine. You don't need to get a second dose of flu vaccine, but if you have not had it, you need to get it as soon as possible. We are in the midst of a flu outbreak that is really going to be sad by the time it's over with. And I plead with everyone to go get their vaccines and be updated as they should be.
And where can we go to get more information on all of this?
The CDC website has information intended for the lay population under each one of these topics. If you want to find out about COVID, put CDC/COVID or CDC COVID, and it'll take you to the COVID data tracker site, and it will tell you a little bit about how to be vaccinated, which vaccines are needed when. The manufacturing companies also have good sites, and Moderna, for whom I am speaking today, has a great website which is called foryouandthem.com. For you and them, all one phrase.com, and that will give you a specifics about which vaccine you need at what time.
Dr. Middleton, thank you so much for sharing all this with us tonight.
All right, well, very good. I hope people are putting their shoes on and walking out the door to get to their vaccine site.
Thank you so much. Air Friday is next. We are making a cheese bread at the bar. We'll be right back.